Okay, it's time for the Pickems. Emvee might not be joining me this time. Well, he'll join a little later, but towards, I guess, the end, I would say. Just because I got to start a little bit earlier since I'm heading out tomorrow to my family's. And then I'll be back in time for the Super Bowl. Look at this. I don't know why it takes so long to actually go live. Do 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 do. Look at this. How's everybody doing? What's up, Robbie? Alright, finally. It takes so long to reflect that it's live on stream. Post. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up? Good evening. Got these Pickems happening right now. I was going to do it a little earlier in the week, and then we're obviously doing crowd control, so that's what took over that, but it'll be fine. Tomorrow we'll obviously do the draft watch together sometime when I get home. And I know I'm at 417K. Hopefully a $500,000. We're hitting it this year. We'll see though. I'm actually very excited about this game. You're confused? I'm early. This is early. 10:44. My standard streaming time is like after midnight. They've been really close games, DJ Mama. Very, very, very close games. His differential in this game would be... Cbad's differential is -8 in this, so it's pretty bad right now. There were some misplays and stuff, but you know, we bounced back. I actually think this is a really good matchup for him. I'm going to start the poll, and we'll do this. I hope Emvee or Uzi wins it all. I hope I win it all. Again. But I wouldn't mind anybody winning it, really. It doesn't really matter. It's just if I get to finals, I'm going to try and win. But if I don't, cool. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about this matchup, like I said. First off, I'm going to say straight up, I think this is a Cbad matchup. I'm waiting to see Hayden bounce back as well. Facts. I care a lot about that. I wanted to have a lot more fun. And I think he's so close every single time. Brings some really cool sets. I can't wait. No Emvee tonight. He'll join probably like half an hour or something. He's at his family, and I couldn't wait because I have to wake up early tomorrow to go to my family. One thing, I do think this is actually a Cbad matchup, even though Shuckle has the wins. 2-1 versus Cbad 0-3. I think, as you guys said, Sun goes crazy. But I think more importantly, like, not even Sun isn't even necessary to go crazy, right? Like, look at Gouging Fire by itself. Gouging Fire is insane in this game. It is absolutely insane in this game. I also think that it is a little bit difficult for Shuckle to bring arguably the best stop to Gouging Fire, or a decent check to Gouging Fire, being the Ursaluna. I will say that Pelipper probably comes just because Pelipper is a nice little check to the Mamoswine. I also think that Bronzong should come too. I think he could even bring Hat. I'm not going to the Super Bowl. No. You watch the Super Bowl with family? No, no, no. It's my sister's birthday. I'm coming back home. I probably watch the Super Bowl on Discord with my friends. Or just skip it and just stay up to date with the score, which is another thing I sometimes just do. Like, Shuckle has to bring Pelipper in this game, in my opinion. Not even just to power up Ludicolo and because it's a Sun War, but also I think just because it's one of the few Mons that can help out versus Gouging Fire. Because Gouging Fire legitimately just Dragon Dances. That set I showed, the Breaking Swipe set is really nasty. Burning Bulwark is pretty cool too. I don't know. Gouging Fire looks insane. Loaded Dice Scale Shot looks absolutely stupid in this game too. It's going to be faster than Ludicolo as well, even... Well, if Ludicolo is running Modest, that is. Has Chase brought Venusaur yet? No, I think this is a Venusaur game for sure, though. Between Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, and Giga Drain, you're just really strong here. Weather Ball inside and outside of like Rain and Sun is really good. I think Chase goes full Sun this time, right? You definitely bring your Ninetales. You definitely bring Mamoswine as well. Mamoswine is just good pressure, hard to switch into, and it also doubles up on Pelipper, which I think is what Chase needs to do in order to win with, in order to beat the team with the Gouging Fire. On the flip side, though, I think that Shuckles, Greninja, and Baxcalibur are both extremely threatening. Greninja probably packs Gunk Shot here. I think Ludicolo also packs Terra Poison to tank Venusaur's hit, as well as Primarina's. What up, D? Hasn't put in work for us. I think Chase is going to do defensive setup the way to go. Yeah, I think defensive setup is fine, too. But I also think, like, just being able to find opportunities to just click Dragon Dance, which you can do pretty easily here. If I'm Shuckle, I make sure everything on my team has a means of stopping Gouging Fire. So if I bring Hatterene, I put Trick Room on it or Nuzzle. If I bring Bronzong, I do the exact same thing. Or I go like Iron Defense, Terra Electric, or Terra Fairy with Heat Proof type of thing could work too. You definitely want a Greninja in my opinion as well. I think just Protean just gets a kill whenever it comes out. But it does allow Gouging Fire to set up, though, if Sun is up. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I really like Mamoswine, though. I don't think this is going to be one of those Baxcalibur games. Even though I think Baxcalibur should come because of natural resistances. I actually even like the loaded dice. The fact that it doesn't have to worry about Ninetales. Which is also a reason why I think that Chase should bring Corviknight. If he's going to bring anything that's not Sun related, it's going to be Corviknight here for Bax, specifically. Because Corviknight walls Bax, and it also walls Greninja in the Sun. Art counter, Shuckle team. I just think Gouging Fire goes crazy. Will you be doing Pickems with Gator and Chip again? That was very many years ago. I don't think that will happen. Gator has shown that he's just doing this just to upload. And I don't think Chimpact is around. If Chimpact's around and wants to join me, he can. But I don't see Chimpact online. Primarina's not bad. I just don't think that... I think it does more bad than good here. So, like... I guess Specs could be cool. I don't like Primarina as much, though. Between Glamora, it probably doesn't even KO. Like, if you bring Ursa, it has to be AV, I think, to tank one hit from Venusaur and then get off a Blood Moon into Vacuum Wave to hopefully pick it off in reverse. I don't know. You mean Primarina, not Bax? What do you mean? I said it's good for Bax. I do think Terra Fairy Heat Proof is the way to go as well if you're going Bronzong. But I also think that that's why a Dragon Dance Burning Bulwark could be crazy, because what do? You just Iron Defense on it? Bronzong losing Toxic is so big in this matchup. I don't really like the Mesprit too much unless you run Culver Berry. I guess MP could roll. Yeah, he is. Oh, okay, Huggy. Yeah, he is doing this because he owed me a favor. That's literally it. What does Chase have for Ursaluna? What do you mean? Half his team hits it for super effective stab damage. And also Corviknight. Nah. I think that Ursaluna is not good here. I really think this is one you... like, Shuckle has to bring Pelipper, and even that powers up the Pokemon that Ursaluna has to fight. I don't think Ursaluna is good here at all. I wouldn't bring it. Because, like, you lead Ursaluna into Ninetales, and then you go Corviknight on the Blood Moon. And then you just get Body Press to death. Corviknight has to bring Body Press. It hits the top 3. Body Press Corviknight is just good in general. It should just be Roost, Iron Defense, U-Turn. I don't even think it needs to be Defog in this one. Because you have Venusaur, so you don't care too much about T-Spikes. What about Wind Rider Shift Tree? I mean, I guess... You can try with the Tailwinds type thing. That could be cool. I don't know if this shifts your game, though. Being weak to Ice Shard is big for it, whereas Venusaur at least absorbs T-Spikes, plus has the Poison Stab for Hatterene and Ludicolo. I agree that Hatterene should be Trick Room if it has it. Or should definitely bring Trick Room to this game. I don't know. I would say this is... You guys say 60-40. I also think this is 60-40. Cbad versus Shuckle. If I'm Cbad, I don't think I need to bring any Terra at all this week. I don't think Electro is that great because it doesn't have Fairy. Because he pecked Grass because I have a Swampert. Greedent is... I guess technically Greedent, you could do something with Greedent. Like Terra Fairy, Greedent will live every hit. But it doesn't KO Baxcalibur back with Terra Blast, which is a problem. So I don't think... If I'm Chase, I don't bring any of my Terras. And if I'm Shuckle, I think both of them with or without Terra are good. I think Bronzong is good with or without Terra. I think Ludicolo is good with or without Terra as well. It's also a water resist because Baxcalibur doesn't like to come in as much on Walking Wake, but a Ludicolo can. This is first match. Yeah. This is. I don't think Greedent would come though, Malcolm. I think this is one of the games where Shuckle has to call what Chase brings. And I think if I'm Chase, I bring the first 4 Pokemon, Ninetales, and then some toss-up between Mamoswine or Primarina. I think those are like the strongest 6. Whereas Shuckle, I think brings his first 2 Pokemon. Pelipper for sure. I think he needs Bronzong. I think those 4 are given, right? Baxcalibur, Greninja, Bronzong, and Pelipper. And then you kind of, if you bring Pelipper, you might as well bring Ludicolo because it gives you a resist. What are the numbers to the neck? They are the speed tiers of the Pokemon. Screen's Mespert's not bad. Screen could be good. I don't know if he needs to wait that many turns, though. I think Encore, even Memento can work. Like, Ninetales could have Memento for the setup. I believe he learns Memento. I'm fairly confident I've used Memento Ninetales. Maybe I'm thinking about some other Pokemon. I know it learns Healing Wish. I think Healing Wish on Ninetales is also really cool, too. Because, like, you can let Gouging Fire take a beating and then go back to Ninetales, then Healing Wish. Yeah, it does get Memento. Yeah, Memento Ninetales would be crazy. Yeah, Hack could definitely be there. I just think the givens are Greninja, Baxcalibur, Bronzong, and Pelipper, because that's like your anti-Sun. Is Ninetales even that good in this matchup? Yes, it is, because it sets up the Sun, which weakens Greninja's moves for like half of Cbad's Pokemon, and also makes half of Chase's Pokemon a threat. I think Chase should definitely bring his Ninetales. Otherwise, you're just forfeiting the Weather War. I wouldn't use Choice Band on Greedent. If I'm using Greedent, I use a Citrus Berry because of its ability. So you get like the damn near full healing. Alright. But that's basically the way I see it. I would do 60 Cbad, 40 Shuckle. I think this matchup is insane for Cbad. But I'm excited to see if Shuckle could bring it out. Because Shuckle also showed that Baxcalibur can actually do something. Hey, no worries, Kevin. Appreciate you, fam. It's all good. Yeah, you guys say 60-40 as well. I agree. Okay. What's the next one? Ooh, Drew versus Leo. I'm excited about this one. Because now he has the Infernape and the Wheezing. I disrespect back so much. It's pretty mid in draft in my opinion. Without Terra. I think with Terra it's broken. Alright, let me put Leo's score. Leo is 2-1. And then Drew is 1-2. Cool. Yeah, so Leo's 2-1. Drew's 1-2. Why Drew traded his Heat? Basically, he looked at a bunch of matchups and he wasn't really feeling the Heat Trend. I think Heat Trend's a fantastic Pokemon, but I understand what he's talking about. Like, Heat Trend for me put in work most of the time only in playoffs. I actually barely brought it to any regular season games. So I understand how he feels. I think Weezing's really, really good in this game. I think that's part of the reason why... what's it called? He traded for it. Weezing's cool. I think Drew can make a lot of use of Assault Vest on Pokemon too. Hydrapple, for instance, looks really good here with AV. Like, very, very, very good. Hydrapple looks sick. We all saw what Drew did with Probopass before. I don't know if he's going to do it again in this game, though. I don't feel like that's the... I don't feel like that's it. Do I think Excalibur goes down in points? I think we already put it down in points. I think it'll be fine. Keep it where it is. Just... I don't know. I really like Hydrapple in this game. I really like Iron Boulder. I definitely think Galarian Weezing comes because that's your answer to Great Touch, so you do have to worry about Heavy Slam. Do you think keep the stab of your former types when you Terra? Yes, you do keep the stab of your previous types when you Terra. Correct. Hey, Skyla. I'm glad your video is doing pretty well. Ogerpon should for sure come. Just insane into Drew. Like, really, really, really good. I also think at the same time, defensively, Leo should bring his Uxie because otherwise Iron Boulder is a threat. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. Doesn't have half like your sub base right now? Go check it out. In terms of views. Until we look at it together? Okay, no problem. Don't go look at it. Don't look at it then. No worries. Why is he still Terra Poison and Boston now that it's Skunk Tank? Honestly, I thought it would be Terra Ghost from Boston, but Poison's still decent because it resists fighting and Fairy, which is something Boston is weak to. So that's pretty cool. I actually really, really, really like Hydrapple in this game. Like, a lot. A lot. You don't think Iron Bundle does anything into Drew's team? I think the big thing about Iron Bundle is it's faster than Iron Boulder. Like, it's way faster than Iron Boulder, which is why I think he will bring it. But I also think that's the same reason that... I think that's also the same reason why Drew's going to bring, like, Rillaboom for Bundle and things like that. I also agree Thundurus looks really, really, really strong here. The fact that it doesn't get paralyzed by Uxie. I actually really like sub Nasty Plot Thundurus, or just Nasty Plot 3 attacks. Yeah, Iron Boulder does the same thing, which is why 100% that he's bringing Uxie. You have to bring Uxie in this game. Like, you literally have to bring Uxie in this game. I also think that the... Offensively... Maybe just run Thunder Wave Yachi Berry, actually, on Thundurus. Thunder Wave Yachi Berry might not be bad. Live in Ice Beam. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too, because Cinccino could be a problem. But, like, I guess that's also why Iron Boulder is just naturally good. Maybe he will actually bring Probopass now that I think about it. Like, Drew could bring Probopass and have... Yeah, I think Cbad should bring... We talked about it earlier, but I think he will use his Sun. I think maybe Probopass isn't even that bad now that I think about it. You Terra, right? You Terra Fairy, and you can... Actually, with Terra Fairy, Iron Defense, you beat Great Tusk, Bundle, and Ogerpon. Unless two of them run Encore. Yo... I might have... No, not the Sassy AV Thunder. You gotta run that on the other one, Skylar. You gotta run that on the other Thundurus. The Thundurus T, because that one still hits hard. I don't know if Drew will bring AV Thundurus. It's a lot. It doesn't hit hard enough versus Zapdos, though. It also doesn't block Volt. I think Zapdos should for sure come in this game. Like, Thunderbolt, Hurricane. Zapdos is insane in this game. Like, actually, that's probably Leo's best Pokemon in this game. Like, high key. I think people sleep on this Sandaconda, though. I think Terra Fairy Sandaconda is insane with Coil. Bro, you can't underestimate Probopass. I actually think he can bring the Iron Defense set again. But I actually really like Sandaconda, too. Just naturally eats hits. Coil up. Yeah, literally the set Mephisto used. With the Scale Shot, Earthquake, Rock Blast could work. Hey, see. Hoping my two teams don't lose again this week. Try my best. I don't know if you could bring Quacklevo here. I actually think Quacklevo is a little bit too hard to use. It's not going to beat Appleton because it could Terra. It's not going to beat Manaphy. It doesn't kill Tinkaton. Uxie's for sure coming. I guess you can try and overwhelm for Iron Bundle. Zapdos it doesn't like too much. It can't switch it on Tusk, Bundle, or Ogerpon. I actually think he leaves Quackable at home. Like, I legitimately think he leaves Quackable at home. Though I will say, I guess you could try for a Quackable with a Yachi Berry or something like that. Like a Quackable with screens. Is Grape the Mew still alive? I think so, Gray. I believe it is. I'm not... I don't know. Do I take Gyarados? No. I don't even know if you bring... I mean, Spec Zapdos is strong. You're right. If it wants to take, like, Hurricane. And we've seen... I think that's one thing that actually makes Leo very dangerous. Because we've seen him just click Hydro Pump after Hydro Pump after Hydro Pump. Hit all 8. I think he hit all 8. And hit Hurricane. And, like, hit everything, too. Leo's a demon. He don't care about accuracy. Like, he actually does not care. High key, though, Infernape's really good. Ape is really good. Grass Knot, Fire Move. Been super enjoying the Emerald Croc Control. I'm glad you like it, fam. I think Choice Band Iron Bundle go... Oh, Iron Boulder goes to this game. Has too many opportunities, and Leo just has too many Pokemons I could deal with. Drewby's big. Oh, Choice Specs. Choice Iron Bundle. I think it depends. I think that's another reason why he has to bring Infernape just for the Ice Resist. But I think that Probopass may come and just like a Spadef. Like, he could run Spadef Probopass with Terra Fairy, and it has Pain Split too. So it can actually tank hits. I do agree, though, the Specs bundle is really nasty. Like, Heatran is still... That's literally why Drew got rid of Heatran. It doesn't even look good in this matchup either. It actually doesn't look good in most of Drew's matchups, which is crazy because Heatran's just a great Pokemon. But yeah, this is definitely closer to Leo than it is to Drewby. First of all, how many hours do you sleep in a night? Always super late screens, but I guess I'm super far East Coast. I'm also East Coast. I don't sleep that many hours a night, but that's just I have problems sleeping. It has nothing to do with when I scream or not. I'm just busy during the day. Yeah, I think you have to bring Spadef Probopass here. Considering Leo does not have a Ghost, besides the Cinccino, I think Iron Defense, Body Press, Protect, Pain Split could work. Like, legitimately. Like, Spadef, Leftovers, Probopass, Terra Fairy, Iron Defense, Protect. You can run Terra Ghost too if you don't want to be... I think Terra Fairy is big. Thank you, Jamal. No, Ogerpon doesn't always be Heatran. You could run the item. Ability Shield. That's not that great though. I would still beat it anyway. Okay, I actually like the Probopass a little bit more than I thought. But I think Leo brings his top 4. And then Zapdos. And then whatever filler he wants. I literally think his top 4 plus Zapdos is good as hell. You can bring Overqwil because it helps you check Quackable, Boulder, and Rillaboom. So it's probably that. Right? Top 4. Some combination of Overqwil, Zapdos, and Manaphy or Appleton if you want to be a little bit more defensive. I think that's like kind of given. But this is definitely closer to Leo than it is Drew. I do think, though, Hydrapple with Emvee is really strong here. What am I draft Terra Bastiodon? Maybe in a low tier draft. Like an actual low tier draft. Yeah, Leo has a really good team. Yeah, you can get a little Aqua Jet chip too. I love Overqwil as a nice little check to everything. It's such a great Pokemon. Now it has Pain Split too. But that's another reason why I actually like the Iron Defense, Protect, Body Press, Pain Split, Probopass. Looks insane. I mean, if we're being honest, it doesn't have to go down to 329 speed for Infernape. You can really creep if you want. You can go, if you want to bring Infernape here, you can just go a little bit higher than Manaphy speed creeping Quackable, because they're all the same speed tier. He all has base 85, like all those 85s. So you can just go that low if you really want to. What does Cinccino do here? I don't think it's that great because Weezing can run Rocky Helmet. Thoughts on the Suicide Typhlosion? It's a good Pokemon. Yes, and Chino can Terra. What up, AJ? I'm doing well. Just talking, chilling. Talking a little bit about this matchup. I would go with the chat says 55-45. Leo, I think, versus Drewby. I think Leo just has too strong a Pokemon. Oh, it's me versus Gator. Gator's undefeated. I guess I'll put it here, but I'm going to put the layout. I believe Gator's 3-0. I'm actually very excited about this game. Joey is 2-1. There you go. My score is going to be a little bit smaller just because we both have full teams. A few things that I think are really good in this game. Gator loves his Banded Staraptor. Gator loves his Banded and Scarf Staraptors, which I think are really nice. The Samurott Golden Go is just... What's my draft? My draft fire, bro. My draft should be 3-0, but whatever. Can't wait for... Billy looks bad here. Why do you say that? Terra Ground Billy with Guts smokes Golden Go in one hit. Yeah, I think Bulky Thunderous is really, really strong here. Very, very strong. Sorry, Joey. No amount of plot armor could save me here. I mean, no amount of plot armor saved me last week either. We'll see what happens though. One I really, really, really like from Gator though. I really like the Dunsparce. I think the Dunsparce is really strong into my team because it just naturally it's a hit. I think he can run Chopple Bear on everything if he really wants to on it. I don't know, man. Terrability don't have 50% to Jirachi. It had max HP and it had defense, and that was its role in the game to get 50% off. Cinderace has super effective moves versus Iron Moth. Yeah, Zen Headbutt Cinderace hits Iron Moth plus Keldeo. Cinderace definitely comes in this game. It's faster than everything on the team. Samurott for sure comes in this game too. Samurott just clicks. It's just a simple... Oh, it's Emvee. Hey, Verico. Hello.
Hello.
I'm talking right now about my matchup versus Gator.
Let me hop on.
Yo, strangle some chickens for my luck to increase. Fellow Puerto Rican. Hello. That's a crazy
stream.
I could have just shared the screen, but you know.
Oh, thank you. Well, I gotta see the chat too. Hello, everyone.
Well, time to just stay there then. We
wait. Share your screen so I can see actually.
You can see the matchup right here. I guess you could talk about it. Just remember you had Samurott first. I definitely had Samurott first. That's my GOAT. But yeah, I like Samurott a lot in this game. I like, I think Golden Go comes as well. Golden Go just, like, naturally checks Lottie.
Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Golden Go also checks me because I got the Golden Go.
Talk about the matchup, Emvee, since you can cover mine.
Alright. So, this is an interesting matchup, right? Joey and Gator known each other for a very long time, so the matchup has already begun even before they were born. But this one in particular is all about who can outlive the other. Gator has a lot of threats, a lot of hazards. He gets up hazards for free. What does Joey do? He can court change. He has Cinderace, one of the best mons to deal with hazard stack. And so now Gator has to think twice. Is it worth getting up spikes if Cinderace can court change and put it back on his side anyways? So, this becomes a battle of who knows the other one more. Does Joey know Gator more, or does Gator know Joey more? Who has been studying the other the most?
I don't think either of us have been studying each other, to be honest.
You don't think either of you have been studying each other?
No. We played Pokemon for years, though, together. So that's a big one.
Each one knows exactly how the other one moves. How does that work? You've seen it in the movies, right? Where the two spies who know each other, they've been trained from the same agency, 00 Joey and 00 Gator. They both have been training from the same agency. They both have the same skills. They know exactly what they're up against. How are they going to beat each other? Well, what do they have to do? They have to take the roots from what they've been taught. They have to kind of go back in time a bit to really study each other. And Gator's gonna know. Joey's like, oh, I know Joey. I know what he does. I know how he moves. But Joey knows the same thing too, so he has to make moves that are unpredictable against the opponent. That's what I think about this matchup. I think this matchup is gonna go either way. Doesn't matter what kind of team you have. It's who knows the other one better.
I think the first 4 Pokemon from Gator come. I think the first 4 are very good here. And I think I think he could do some combination of bulk. If he wants to deal with Cinderace, he'll probably bring Belly Bolt. Keldeo can come too. The Dunsparce can come. I think legitimately all of Gator's Pokemon could come, besides maybe Haunter. And Haunter's not even bad either. I legitimately think Arboliva is really good in this game. Very, very good. But I think it's also good in every game. Because that
I mean, you think about what Terramon you're going to bring, right? You got 2. Or 3, sorry.
Wow.
You got
Very disrespectful.
Yeah, I think Arboliva is actually the best mon for this matchup when you Terra into a specific typing of perhaps maybe fire. I could see.
Yo, look at the season 2 chat, by the way.
Let's see here. Which one am I looking for? Oh, season 2 chat. I see.
Let's look.
Oh, okay.
Every week, bro. Every week, bro.
Okay.
Every week.
Okay. Why is it the same thing every single week?
3 out. Every.
Did we make a whole guide on how to set up a?
Yeah. It is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I just know. A screenshot for a walkthrough for him. Okay, cool. Anyway, going back to this game. This combating won't work. Yeah, I mean, won't be able. Anyway, back to this game. Every week. There's just no way. I'm gonna tell him stop playing Sundays. I'm gonna tell him stop playing Sundays.
If you set their deadline to be Friday, they'll play on Saturday. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they would. Anyway, he's just talking about EV spreads in random places. Echo. That's all it is.
Chinese EV spreads? Oh yeah, they're very complex.
EV places in random places. In draft mode,
by the way,
you should definitely calc.
Yeah, and Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. Yep.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Year
it's the year of the dragon. And I mean, I'm not Chinese myself, but I do keep up with the, I do keep up with the cultural EV spreads, and they've told me that it's the year of the dragon, and you all should be very thankful.
A little blue ash, a little bit. But yeah, Gator has a better record than me. So, Gator's definitely doing better than me. He might just cook me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I do like Ace a lot, though. Like I said, U-turns that have a Power Ball really strong into Gator's team. I like Golden Go a lot into my team. Make a Rain plus Shadow Ball. Unresisted. Can't do anything about that. That's just a good combo. But I think you guys are all missing the point here. Look at Dugong. And look at Gator's team.
I like where this is going. Please continue.
As you can see, if I bring Dugong, I'm currently forfeiting the game immediately.
Oh!
So make sure you look at Dugong. No. So make sure you look at Dugong and you look at Gator's team.
I thought you were leading up to saying, like, look at Dugong and look at his team. This mon is going to be so good against this team. I could bring this mon and I can click buttons. Look at the water moves. Look at the ice moves. Look at
Dugong.
Fairy moves.
Look at his team.
For Keldeo.
Yeah, it does. It gets Alluring Voice and Play Rough. They buffed the hell out of that mon for some reason. No, but realistically, there's quite a few good Pokemon here. I think Whimsicott's very strong as well into me. It has Terra Fire for Scizor, Terra Ground for Cinderace. Just even clicking Moonblast is really, really, really good. Since my resistances to Fire don't have to Fairy don't have recovery, so that's big. I really like Arboliva. I like them on almost every week. I think there's a set that can win almost every week. I like,
Oh, yeah, it's super versatile
yeah,
in what it can do.
Coolfish is pretty good too. Just intimidate,
Cool fish
get
is
up,
nice.
get up hazards, things like that. Toxic, I think Toxic is really cool. They just come down to who preserves the Pokemon more, the better Pokemon more. I think that like if Gator really wants to, he can just crit me turn one like he's done every other week. So as well, so there's nothing that could stop that in reality. But
I think unless you have Dancy, it's pretty tough to switch into Staraptor.
yeah, Raptor's very, very difficult. I think that
Raptor's
Thundurus
a
is so
difficult one to
good.
switch into. Thundurus is great. Yeah, I mean, it gets to a KO by Brave Bird, but
Not if you run defensive. Which
that is true.
I happen
That
to
is
be.
the power of Chinese
I happen to.
points.
No, it's not Chinese. It's called damage calcs and calculating. It's not some random pray it works. These are
Italian. Is this
no
your,
no no no
is
no
this
no.
your whole
These
Italian
are
Puerto Rican?
no.
right?
These are tried and true. Enter the damage calc Eevee spreads. That's it.
Let me ask you something. Imagine a world where there was no such thing as a damage calculator. How do you think people would get by?
I literally played Pokemon for
would
years
have
without.
to use Chinese
I played
English.
Pokemon for years without a damage calculator. I also play all my mocks without a damage calculator. I just damage calc while I built the team.
It's like, you know, when you're like at home or whatever, and you're like all on your phone all the time, and then, you know, your dad comes in and is like, hey, put your phone away, kiddo. You know, when in my time, I never used to have phones. I used to go outside and, you know, play hopscotch and tag, and I used to do all this kind of stuff outside.
Yeah, and I'll
I
be
used to
like,
do a lot of outdoor
shut up,
activities.
Dad.
It's
You
like
paid
that.
for
If you
college
didn't
with
have
your
a damage
part-time job. Like, shut the hell up. Like, go away.
if you didn't have a damage calc, you'd have to like use Chinese words always.
It's like the teachers in school that said, or in middle school that said, you're not gonna have a calculator when you're older. Like, you don't know crap. Yes, I am. I have a calculator everywhere. It's actually always in my pocket. Always. It doesn't get to a KO out of 10, yeah, with Intimidate as well. That's fire, Luke. I hope it puts in work. I also think he can do something similar like that to me as well. Zaru just looks cool for doing that as well. Look. But this is gonna be a fun game. I'm excited for it. I think mine's gonna go up. In middle school and elementary school, they would tell us we're not gonna be able to use a calculator for math. And then when I went to high school, they said use a calculator for math. And then also most stuff times you don't
know
have
what
to know
was
stuff
really
either.
cool back in the day when we were allowed to use. I'm so glad I got to use graphing calculators because you could store notes on there.
Oh yeah, you can just cheat.
Yeah,
Good job.
like I
Emvee.
wasn't in the Stone Age where I just didn't have any resources to use.
Thank you for that, Emvee. Thank you for the cheating calcs. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, guys, stay in school.
Stay in school.
I'm hyped about this matchup. I think it's really close. I think 51-49 is pretty good. I think it's a very close matchup, and I'm excited. Mine's probably going to go up a little bit earlier than Gator's because I have no idea when he's going to schedule his because he's in Japan. But it's going to be a good game. I will say, though, like I said, I don't use damage calculators when I do mocks, and I do really well in mocks. I only use the damage calculator when I'm building the team because, you know, you need the team to be able to take a certain hit. So the damage calc helps me up my builds, and then the team kind of plays itself. I use it when I watch my battle just out of habit because I'll forget. Like, I'll build the team and then forget what it is, but I'm pretty sure I could do games without damage calc and be fine. Now we have Nexus versus Kyle. Both of them want to win because both of them are 1 and 2. Let me put this. Nexus, what do you think about this matchup?
Nexus and Kyle matchup is an interesting one because, you know, both of their teams are quite strong for what they can do. I do think that Kyle likes to bring a lot more crazy builds. Nexus brings a lot of powerful, just, you know, tried and true.
What's good, Alex? I
think Meowscarada is really good in this matchup.
bro, I freaking love Houndstone.
Houndstone's great on Kyle's side. I love Meowscarada on this side, especially with like pads, maybe Thunder Punch, because it does take care of the Moltres. And I mean, if you look at Kyle's team, like not much wants to switch into Meowscarada's Flower Trick plus knockoff. Like it just is a really good combination, especially being faster than every Mon on Kyle's team outside of Sand.
Yes.
So it's a good bring.
I also think that Ursaluna is a damn problem.
Ursaluna is, yeah. No, it's a problem. You know, Houndstone probably can't muscle through it with just body press.
Yep. I think Terra Dark Toxicroak is really good here. Sucker Punch for Latios. +2 Sucker Punch KOs. Drill. Has Gunk Shot for Clefable and can also run Knockoff. Like, I actually don't even think you need to run Fighting Move in this game if you don't want to. I mean, you can for T-Tar. Like, T-Tar should come. For sure. Would you bring Scarf Tar in this game? To mess with Kira, mess with Enamorous, mess with Croak, and mess with Jirachi?
It depends on how heavy you're stacking with your sand sweepers, because you know you'd want the extended turns of sand if you're bringing both Houndstone and Drill. So I would go Smooth Rock in that case, but Scarf Tar in general is good. Yes, if you bring maybe like.
What about Band on Webs? Even Banded on Webs looks insane.
Banded on Webs is good.
What if Nexus predicts the webs and uses Iron Ball on Enamorous to get the speed, but because it's Iron Ball, it's still slower?
Why Iron Ball? Why not Big Nugget?
What did you...
We're talking about flinging, right?
No, talking about touching the ground.
Yeah. Big Nugget
for the sticky
doesn't
web.
Make you touch the ground as much. Well, yeah, Iron Ball.
You also get regular speed, by the way, with what I just said. But it's for the culture. It's for the culture. You wouldn't get it. What up, Uzi?
Yo.
I really do like Drill in this game, though. I think he just has to kind of overwhelm Blastoise plus Ursaluna, because those are two Pokemon that put in a lot of work defensively, because otherwise Drill just clicks. Yeah, it could, Alex.
Drill does just click. I mean, it only really needs Iron Head and Earthquake and maybe Rock Slide for Talon.
Why did Uzi say twice, "What's good, brothers"? He said, "What's good, brothers? What's good, brothers?" Guys, nobody say anything to Uzi. Maybe he'll say it a third time.
Yeah.
I think Vikavolt great, though. I think Vikavolt is good as a check to Ursaluna and also gets up webs, which I think are amazing in this game.
I think Kyurem is actually a huge threat. I think Kyurem is a huge problem. Choice specs.
Nah, it doesn't, Doug.
You'd have to run fully Fizz Def.
Yeah,
but
literally.
If you do,
literally.
It's like, you know, if you do, then Meowscarada non-choice bend will 2-hit KO you pretty easily.
Which is why I unironically like Ursaring. If Ursaring was his Terracath, then it'd be so nasty here. Like with Terra Fairy.
Ooh, imagine if he brings Ursaring and beats Ursaluna.
I don't know if it can. I don't know if it will. I will say though, Lil Mienfoo with Sticky Web though? Lil Mienfoo with Sticky Web?
No, we're not going to talk about that mon.
You don't want to talk about that mon?
We're not talking. Okay, first we're going to leave out Mienfoo, and we're also going to leave out Baby Frog.
Oh, because those mons aren't coming.
Those mons aren't coming. We're leaving those two out.
Nice chocolate.
We're going to talk about the rest of the team.
No, I really do like Croak though. I think Croak is very deadly. But I agree. I think Kyle's Sandcore is really, really strong here. Like I said, as long as he muscles through both Blastoise and Ursaluna, and you're probably gonna have to sack like Excadrill in order for Houndstone to do it, or sack Houndstone in order for Excadrill to do it. It's insane. Like legitimately, I don't know what stops that. It's so good. I actually would even run sub. I would run sub Earthquake Iron Head on Drill. Sub to avoid Sucker Punch from Meow and Toxicroak, especially Terra Dark Toxicroak Sucker Punch, and then just put in a lot of work from there. It also like eases prediction.
It does. You don't even need Swords Dance.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, you really don't even need Swords Dance for this matchup. You just run sub to avoid priority Sucker Punch. I mean, you see Sucker Punch from mons like Meowscarada and Toxicroak both. If you can just avoid those, you're pretty good to just click. And you can run an Adamant Nature.
Yeah, literally. Adamant's really good here. Sand is going to be cool. Blastoise could run like random Rain Dance, I guess, if it wants to. But I don't even know. Like, I think the Sand Core is just so strong here. I think Sand and Webs, like both are just really, really, really good here. Like, very good. But I also agree with what you said. Kyurem is insane because Clefable has to run like defensive to take on Meowscarada. Because Meowscarada is really good. If Vikavolt had Roost... Yeah, exactly. Now, if Vikavolt had Roost, it'd be insane here, though.
If Vikavolt had Roost, Luke. Yes. It unfortunately does not have access to Roost.
Is Nasty Plot Vacuum Wave Terra Fight not nastier too? I think I like Sucker SD more because you get Stab Sucker with Terra Dark.
There's also just a ton of Vacuum Wave resists.
Yep.
Like I'm already counting 5 months.
Yeah, literally.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6 months.
Ban
half the
Terrified
team is
Mienfoo. Shoot, he
resistant.
has no
Yeah.
ghost. Ban Terrified Mienfoo it is. He has no ghost. It's actually really hard to bring Talonflame in this matchup too. Like it's really like Drill literally runs sub, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Ironhead. That's what I would run if I would Drill. Sub, Rock
Yeah.
Slide, Earthquake, Ironhead. I really like sub because I think you're always gonna force a switch on an Amorous and things like that, and like Kira might not want to sack itself type of thing. So you get the Earthquake chip off on Blastoise, switch out to Houndstone, go for the Poltergeist. I think while chat's saying this is a really meh Kyle matchup, I actually think if he plays Sandwell, it's harder for Nexus than you guys are giving it credit for. Like I think it's actually a lot closer.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, yeah, it is a sand matchup, but Nexus has stuff for it. Nexus really has stuff for it.
If you bring Talonflame, you bring Gale Wings, Heavy Duty Boots, Tailwind.
There's some really good counterplay against sand, like sub. Like, there's a lot of sub potential mons on Nexus's side.
I don't even know what mons get free subs. I guess.
Jirachi can probably get free subs relatively easily.
Well, Rachi won't beat Vikavolt with lefties unless it gets very lucky. Because Vikavolt will just Volt Switch, break the sub, and then bring out Drill or Polter.
Yeah, I mean, if you run like Body Slam and stuff like that, it's really hard to bring out your threats versus Jirachi, especially when behind a sub, and you have to like, if it's like sub, like Ironhead Body Slam, Fire Punch or something like that, could be a little trickier.
We're going to battle. This is breakdown. This is just the breakdown. Tomorrow's the battles. We're talking about the matchups. This is the week 4 Pickems.
Week 4 Pickems.
I don't know. Kyle could also just run defensive Houndstone and just not care about Rachi.
Kyle has to bring Moltres to this matchup, doesn't he? He has to. Like, I feel like that mon is, it's dependent on shutting down some other big mons on Nexus' side.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to bring Moltres because like Kiram learns Rock Slide. Rachi has Ancient Power. I don't like Moltres. I get it because it's good for an Amorous. But I mean, Nexus. Wow. Nexus. I don't know why I said Nexus. Nexus.
Very formal of you.
yeah, like, where am I? Nexus doesn't have to bring an Amorous, is the thing. I think the first 3 come for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he has to bring an Amorous. I think Blastoise or Ursaluna come as well. And I think Takuro
Yeah,
comes.
a lot of mons get coverage for Moltres, I guess. Yeah, that's true. But,
Fuck
you know, one little flame body can turn a game around.
That's true. I just think
Yeah,
it's
at least
Rachi.
respect the Moltres. Yeah, maybe you just respect the Moltres and don't bring the Moltres.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't. I don't know. I think this is gonna be close. I think this is a 50-50 in my opinion.
Yep.
I think it's a 50-50. Chat says 61
About
Nexus. 61 Nexus, 39 for the Kyle game. Hayden versus Shady. I'm so hyped for this.
Ooh, yes.
Who wins? Hayden. Shady.
Did you already go over the Cbad matchup?
Yes, I did. That was the first matchup.
Oh, you did the Cbad matchup. I
Yes.
gave Cbad a set for that one.
Nice. I talked about how good Gouging Fire looks in that game.
Nice.
I think it was. I actually think the matchup is in his favor. Shady is 1-2. Hayden is unfortunately 0-3. So this is potential for Shady to tie it up or Hayden to get his first win of the league. What do you think about the matchup, brother? Well, first off, you help Hayden, I help Shady, right?
That's true.
That's true. So this is actually this might look like Hayden versus Shady, but this is actually Emvee versus Joey.
Yeah, this is. Wait.
And I will say, Shady did make one change specifically for this matchup, where it's his Serena has Terra. He took it from Magmortar, gave Serena Terra. So Terra Serena looks insane here, like actually.
Yeah. So I can tell you. I can tell you what I was thinking when I was kind of going through this team. I was thinking that I built him I helped him build a team, and so choice specs fairy types look kind of nice.
Yeah, Hyper Voice looks crazy. Very strong call.
Only one resist in Magmortar.
It's not a good one.
That's it, right?
Doesn't have recovery.
So
not a good resist.
Yeah, so I figured, right? A choice spec Sylveon looks kind of good versus Shady because it just clicks Hyper Voice over and over and over, and you only have Magmortar to take the hit, and Magmortar may have to switch into Stealth Rocks potentially. I don't know. I did not give him rocks, but that's fine. He just switches in, and he does not recover, right? So every single bit of damage you get is good damage.
Yes.
So that's like my first kind of thought process on that. That was like the biggest hole I could see. And then after that, it's like, okay, then you have to, Shady side has the potential for screens, right? Grimmsnarl, one of the premier screen setters.
Grimmsnarl's really strong.
Exactly. Azelf is another Pokemon that can either be offensive or set up screens as well. So to take into account for that, I remember I gave him like break on a Mon, etc. So to prepare for that.
I like naturally like Grimmsnarl. Like you said, dual screens is good. I actually just think offensively Grimmsnarl is really good here too. Has a fairy
bulk
move.
up Grimmsnarl is really
yeah,
good
bulk up
too,
is strong. I actually also just like Parting Shot, 3 attacks. Like Ice Punch it has Ice Punch for Gliscor, has a Dark move for Glowking, has Spirit Breaker Play Rough for Darkrai. Parting Shot. Actually, one thing that was really cool was Throat Chop for Spec Sylveon. Or for Sylveon in general, because I don't know if you put Moonblast on it or anything.
Yes. So the Sylveon I gave Hayden has Hyper Voice, Moonblast, Draining Kiss, and Quick Attack.
Nice 4 fairy moves.
I told him just in case of Throat Chop, I have Moonblast.
That's nice.
Here,
that's nice.
And I also have Draining Kiss for you to heal, and I also have Quick Attack just in case you need priority. So I gave him Mono Fairy, 4 attacks.
That's
Choice
sick.
Spec Sylveon.
Yeah, Shady just basically showed me what he was talking about. I was like, yeah, I like this. Change the CV spread a little bit here, do this and this and this. I was less like, it's less like, use this. Shady builds his own. But
yeah.
I like Serena. Serena with Terra Fight. Oko's Gudra.
No Wish because it's choice specs.
Yep. Triple Axle, Power Whip, Knockoff is insane in this game. Like, actually insane as well. He can run Spin too into the opponent. I really like Serena. I don't think Gyarados is that good in this game. I actually think Gyarados is trash in this game. Between
let me see if I gave him Gyarados.
Rotom and you didn't.
I did not. Yeah.
Between Rotom and Archaludon, I think Gyarados will not win at all.
No, I don't think so either.
Can Agility doesn't have Rock Polish anymore. Thug Notes. Darkrai's nice. Offensive Darkrai is very nice.
Darkrai just clicks, right? Like you just need a Darkrai that has a bunch of moves on it, and you just click buttons with it.
You literally click Dark Pulse Ice Beam the entire game. Darkrai is a big threat.
Dark Pulse Ice Beam.
I like Azelf. I like Scarf Azelf a lot. Scarf Azelf can like revenge kill Serp if it's Scarf. Can revenge kill Beartic. I don't remember if it was Scarf. I think I know we were talking about it. I think originally he wanted Band. I said I think Scarf is better, but I don't remember which one he ends up bringing. But I do like Azelf a lot. Like I'm just talking about from my perspective. I like Scarf Azelf a lot. Just good revenge killer, strong U-turn. Like going Azelf into Grimmsnarl is kind of free type of thing. I like Lando, obviously, just pivot Lando plus Intimidate. That's all it's supposed to do. I think that's all like it really wants to do in this game.
Yeah. I think offensive Swordsdance Gliscor is actually really good in this matchup.
Nice,
with Earthquake and Facade. It hits pretty much everything on Shady's team.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I put his with U-turn, so like it's faster naturally than Rotom, right? If it's not Scarf, you can Swords Dance U-turn.
Oh, so it's non-protect.
Non-protect, exactly.
That's a little. What's it called? That's a little scary because
a little risky.
What if he brings the bulk up reversal bulk up reversal Sneasler that you brought versus Thomas? Hey, Zanny.
Ooh.
Well. Dun, dun, dun. Dun.
Yeah, that was a crazy time because I found a way to beat Gliscor with a Sneasler when it should never in a million years have ever happened, and Gliscor was forced out. Didn't beat it, but it scared out Gliscor basically when Gliscor was set up all the way.
I think Glowking comes for sure, by the way. It needs to.
Yeah.
Especially if you're running no Protect on Gliscor and you're running more offensive. I think it needs to because Sneasler. What up, Shuck? Also good into Azelf and stuff like that. Doesn't Mag just kind of click buttons here? Well, if it was still Specs, I don't think it does otherwise. Like, if it was still Terra, like, Belly Drum looks crazy, but it's not. So it's a little bit harder. Beartic is really strong here, too. Kind of just clicks. Has to worry about Rotom.
Beartic is, yeah.
Doesn't have Terra
I really
Grass,
like Swords Dance Beartic in this matchup. Probably the Terra type that I really like here is Electric.
Yeah, you get the new short hit on Rotom, which I think is important.
A little better. Yeah, you can't get T-Waved or anything like that.
You can run a Lumberna too.
Yep.
But if you run Lum,
Exactly.
then you can't do the greatest set of all time, Loaded Dice, Icicle Spear.
That's true.
Sneasler can beat Gliscor if it specs Hex. I don't like that you know that. I don't like that you know that. Have you covered Playmore versus Uzi yet? No. That's coming up in a sec. Actually, I think we only have 2 games left to talk about.
Three.
No, two.
Yes.
Yeah, two. Yo, actually, I'm looking at Sneasler's move pool. Hold up. Yeah, it does have Calm Mind. Ooh, 40 special
Calm
attack.
Mind, weakness policy, Hex, defensive.
Wow, it doesn't learn Hex, but why does Amo just lie?
Wow.
Amo.
And you know, we believe it too because
It's Amo. Yeah.
It's Amo.
I thought he used it already and he was going to post the replay. Amo lied to us. It also learns Magic Bite, you're right, too. Lando does not get Rock Polish
man, I
anymore.
wanted
Which
to
is,
use that
yeah,
one day.
Lando does not get Rock Polish anymore. Oh my god, Amo, we're so dumb. He was talking about Zoroark. That's why he winked at us. And we didn't catch it. We're like anime protagonists. We just don't take the subtle hints.
There was levels to that.
Ah.
There was levels to that one.
He didn't even lie. He was talking about Zoroark. That's just actually fair. I like Zoro in this game too. It's just hard. Having the natural dark type, the Gudra to take it. I love Hayden's team though. It's so cool. I think it's so fun. I love Hayden's team so much. I really hope he gets wins throughout this season and that he enjoys draft. Because I want him to enjoy draft too. That's the big thing. Sneasler get Ice Punch? No. If it was, it'd be insta-ban. Even though it did get banned. But it would be insta-ban if it had Ice Punch. Shoot. Any closing words on this? How would you rate it?
Yeah, I got some closing words for this. It's a very interesting game with Joey helping Shady and myself helping Hayden. And I will say right now that may the best team win.
I can't wait to talk about next week's matchup because it's Emvee versus Shady, and we did some mocks, and I want to talk about some of the Pokemon in those mocks that I'm very excited about. I love Magmortar. They already played. By the way, we're heading into week 6, but I love Magmortar. What do you think about Thwacky, by the way? Do you think Shady's doing Thwacky solid enough? Like you, as a Thwacky owner yourself.
I think he's really utilizing the unburdened sets a lot more.
Yeah.
For me, when I was using Sneasler, I really liked the poison touch.
Yeah,
sets.
yeah,
The
you
poison
were
touches
smacked.
so
Yeah,
good.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like you had the team that like had the recovery to take the hits and things like that too. Because you had Empoleon, right?
Now I do.
Wasn't Emp. What did you have last time?
I had like Manaphy.
Arsaluna and Manaphy. Yeah, you had those demons
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Wheezing.
Yeah, literally, I had like those kinds of mons. So it was just so much better for me to run poison touch sets because it would cause a lot more trouble than running like an unburdened set or something like
Yeah.
that. Being able to poison stuff and run around and check things is really how I like to use Sneasler. But Shady's been really utilizing the unburdened sets quite well.
Yes.
So I think that he's I think utilizing it paired with Thwacky a lot better, and he's using Thwacky for what it should be doing as a mon to enable Sneasler.
Yeah, he's getting it in. He's clicking Leech Seed, he's clicking U-turn, and he's clicking
Yeah.
Grassy Glide when he needs to. Yeah, I agree. I'm excited about this game. I'm very excited. So
Yeah,
we have
he's definitely using
Emvee
it better.
versus Chimpact. So Emvee's 3-0 and Chimpact is 2-1. Let me put Emvee real quick.
Talk
Emvee,
about this one.
3-0, Chimpact 2-1. All right, so let's put that right there. We'll put this right here. All right, so the first thing that I'm doing if I'm Emvee is I'm loading up the Vulpix on my team. All right, I'm loading up this Vulpix because I know I'm never gonna bring it if I don't load it up right now. And why am I loading up Vulpix? Well, it's very easy because look how good Kleavor is into Chimpact's team. It's just so good. Now, what is the relation between Kleavor and Vulpix? Absolutely nothing. So I like Kleavor and Weavile a lot in this game. I love Kleavor. Stone Axe and U-turn, very, very strong in the Chimpact. Extremely strong in the Chimpact. Weavile, triple axle, knockoff, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful in this game. Annihilate is a Pokemon that Emvee can bring quite literally every week. I think he could bring Annihilate literally every week and never and never leave it at home. But he might be scared due to the fact that Chimp does have Tornadus. But for me, Tornadus is just another way to power up Annihilate, in my opinion. I will say, though, that Drifblim is definitely scary. Drifblim with Calm Mind, Terra Fairy, doesn't really care into this game, like, at all. And Terra Fairy is strong. Terra Fight isn't bad either, right? It's letting you hit Empoleon and stuff like that, too. Just Drifblim in general is so strong. I don't even know if you can bring Empoleon in this game. You got Iron Hands, Reverum it sets up on, Tinglu, Ogerpon, like
yeah, it's hard. It was hard to bring Empoleon. I had like 3 different variations of this team that I wanted to bring with different sets. But yeah, like the one that I settled on was it had like a good mix of sets here and there. I mean, Chimp's a potential playoff opponent, so I didn't want to bring certain sets.
That's fair. That's very fair. You can see Chimp got rid of Dondozo, by the way, and Comfy, which is why he has Scream, Tablet, Sableye, 2 other VGC staples. Toadscore's pretty interesting. I think Hazards into Chimpact are really strong. I feel like Chimpact's made so much more use of Drifblim in this meta, so Emvee should definitely fear Drifblim. I think a Calm Mind Drifblim set is very, very, very good and very hard to beat. Like, very difficult to beat. He could run, like, Farigarath with, like, Psychic Noise. I know you've been leaning more towards Farigarath than you have Flygon.
Yeah, Farigarath has been so reliable. Like, as a Terra Captain, it's just so good. Like, it's kind of like your Arboliva.
Yeah. Hey, no, it's not like my Arboliva. Okay,
Arboliva.
My Olive is more like Chiempao. Okay, you can leave your little Chi-Yu at home. This is the pal. No, actually, no, he's right. They've been just so reliable. Like, they're such good lower tier and cheap Pokemon that have just been so good. I really like Farigarath a lot. If I'm Emvee, I never try and outbulk Chimpact because Chimpact's team is just naturally bulky. I try and out-offense him, which is why I love the combination of Kleavor plus Weavile. They kind of both break for each other. I like Scarf Kleavor a lot. I think you need to bring Raging Bolt in this game because you need checks to Drifblim, checks to potentially Reverum and things like that. Raging Bolt's been pretty reliable. If I'm Emvee, probably run the same Assault Vest that I've been using every single week just because AV is just so good on that.
I hate having to face Screamtail again.
Oh, you don't like Screamtail?
The first time?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think that's actually very funny, yeah, because Drew had it, then dropped it, and Chimpact has it, and you have to face it again. Oh, my God. Oh, it's like when we're in those leagues where there's, like, multiple pools. Oh.
Yeah, it's not the greatest to have to face, but,
it's Earthquake 5-10, I'm pretty sure, doesn't it?
What's that?
5-10 said bring the Dragoness Tropius off the bench, Stomping Tantrum, that Reverum. Doesn't it get Earthquake?
It does, yeah.
I mean, this ain't that VGC. We're bringing... It's definitely singles. Screamtail's definitely annoying, though. I agree with you. Especially if you don't feel as comfy bringing Empoleon. Screamtail can definitely be annoying. I think one set that Chimp can run into you is unironically the same set that kept sweeping you when you were practicing versus Drew. The Calm Mind Ice Beam Focus Blast Dazzling Glimpse set.
Yeah, I know. That's stupid.
He could also try some bulk up stuff too if he really wants to. Mew. I think Mew is going to be your how you win this game. What Mew are you looking at? Or tell me a couple
one that
Mews.
I had. Actually, I'm saving a certain one, but the one that I brought this time was just the spikes, like the lead thing.
Oh, okay. Again, I guess that makes sense because if he wants to use Defog on Drifblim, that means he's less set up.
It's
and more...
less scary. Yeah, exactly.
That's very fair. Spikes are nice. Get them up. Do a lot. Enable your Weavile. Enable Kleavor. How you liking Kleavor in draft?
Kleavor in draft is way better than I thought it was. That mon is so good.
Just getting rocks, right? Isn't that like just so different for you as a player anyway?
No, literally, because I don't like to click Stealth Rock because it just wastes a turn for me. Like I like to always just do damage on every single turn or try to like get further in the game. I mean, even the Stealth Rocks will do that, but Stone Axe just gets me further.
Yep.
Instantaneously
you got to draft the Hisuian Samurott one day.
I think I will. Like after using Kleavor, I think Hisuian Samurott is going to be kind of up my alley for
It's literally broken. I'm telling you straight up. Even if it was like, I would always draft that mon first.
Bro, I mean, like last week 3 versus Cbad with the Kleavor, bro. That Kleavor is so good. I love Kleavor.
Kleavor's fire. Kleavor's fire. Yeah, maybe Ape doesn't look as good. I still like Ape. I actually still like Ape. I think you could put like a berry on it to eat a hit. Or it can just naturally eat a hit from Torn. I think like... I mean, Chimpact can bring Tornadoes here. Maybe he doesn't actually like to bring Tornadoes here because of Kleavor and Empoleon Raging Bolt. Huh.
Say again?
Maybe Chimpact doesn't like to bring Tornadoes here because of Kleavor and Empoleon Raging Bolt and Weavile.
Yeah, Tornadus is interesting, right? Because it's good. Like, it's good into Annihilate,
Yeah.
but otherwise, you have a lot of
Things
offensive
that
threats that
mess
can,
with it.
exactly. Yeah, Weavile Raging Bolts, Empoleon.
Actually, looking
maybe
at it, dude,
potential Terra Flygon.
I really like Flygon. I really like Terra Steel Flygon.
Not bad.
Just Dragon Dance, have a Lumberry on it. Dragon Dance, Terra Blast, that Scream Tail.
It's not bad. I feel like Jim's bulk is just on another level with Iron Hands, Ting Lu, Scream Tail, a lot of annoying bulk. And the fact that he can wish it back up.
Yeah. That's why I think
Crazy.
the Ape was pretty solid, too. I guess
It's not bad.
I guess between Drifloon and Dragonite, it's a little
I had
scary,
Ape on
too.
one of the variations on my team.
I'm excited about this matchup. I think it's going to come down to which Terra Captains played and how Kleavor and Weavile do versus how, like, Iron Hands. 'Cause I think Iron Hands is really strong, too. It can run, like, Mirror Herb and stuff to, like, catch the bulk up. I just think Flygon's really strong, too. I'm excited. But, yeah, this is very exciting. Very exciting matchup. Chat
Yeah,
says
it's like,
62% Emvee, 38% Chimpact.
Oh, thank you.
And then the
it's like,
final game of the week. Tell me, what
I
is
was
it
gonna
like?
say it's like a Joey Gator, Emvee Chimp.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very, very fun. So Uzi is 2-1. Uzi is 2-1, I believe. Playmore is 1-2. So, my first thoughts on this matchup is I should probably put up the poll for you guys. My first thoughts on this matchup is just like the game versus me. Playmore does not have a ground answer. So, offensive Tusk, not Tusk, but offensive Treads, or rather Banded Treads with Ice Spinner and Earthquake, probably 2 KOs every Maul on that team. Legitimately 2 KOs every Maul on that team. So I love Treads a lot. Like, I think Treads is insane in this matchup. Because the thing is here, even if Ben does end up bringing the Jug, like, the Jugular still has to muscle through, shoot, even Deoxys, like, it won't. Or Azu, it has to hit Hurricane or things like that, too. Chiyu looks insane. Chiyu literally gets a kill whenever it comes out. Like, there's actually nothing that Ben could do to stop that. Which is probably why he brings either a more... He could just bring straight up offense, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. Right? Like, you definitely bring Val. You definitely bring Val.
Yeah, Valiant for sure, 100%. Vaporeon probably can sponge Chiyu if it's run more Spadef or like an AV kind of set with Flip Turn. Could be cool.
Yeah.
For
AV Flip Turn would be cool. Yeah, I kind of like AV Flip Turn. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like one pretty decent way of checking the Chiyu. And plus, you gotta remember the Chiyu is like more slower, so a lot of the faster threats like Garchomp, Valiant, even the Jugulus can check it pretty well.
You were saying getting another ground immunity, what would you change? I'd get rid of Jug if I was Ben, and then just swap a few members on the team in general. Like, legitimately, I think your first 4 are great.
Maybe a ground immunity that you can bring more lively.
Better ground resist, better ground immunity. There's other grass types that can do what Amoonguss can do, besides being a poison grass, obviously.
Yep.
There's a few other things that they can they do, because just Ben is his glaring weakness of his team is ground, right? It's ground. It is an insanely weak team to ground, even though it's one of the strongest teams there. It's just really weak to ground, and Uzi can take advantage of that really well. I also think that Azu is pretty strong in this game too, because Belly Drum Azu kind of kills everything, which is the same reason why Garchomp can run like Rocky Helmet, which he kind of leads towards, because he only has that Stealth Rock plus Metagross, and I don't think this is a Metagross game due to the fact that like the first 3 Pokemon and even Deoxys and even Persian all kind of mess with Metagross. I actually think this is more in Uzi's favor than it is in Ben's, if I had to give it a matchup wise. What do you think, Em?
Yeah. it's been a common pattern as we've seen, where whenever people are facing Playmore, that they bring like kind of the ground type that
Yeah, I
is
mean,
like
Tinglu
reliable
with
and solid and just
Chimpact.
clicks.
I brought CB
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think it is in Uzi's favor until or unless Playmore side kind of fixes up that ground weakness, or maybe run some air balloons. I guess air balloon is an option that helps mitigate ground weakness temporarily, and it can catch Uzi off guard. Maybe perhaps a air balloon. I don't know.
Sarah Ledge ain't bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sarah Ledge was the first thing I looked at.
But I actually think Sarah Ledge is so much of a threat that Uzi should bring Persian here because it also checks Garchomp. It also checks Metagross. Like, it has a good speed tier. You think Articuno has a chance of coming out? I think Uzi should trade Articuno because he's never going to bring it because he's in love with his Rotom fan. And unironically, Rotom fan is an answer to Garchomp. Terra Fairy, immune to Earthquake, immune to Scale Shot, doesn't care, has Will-O-Wisp, learns Foul Play. Like, it is an answer to Garchomp. Uzi, bro, I think it's time to trade Articuno. You have tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. And it's not that I don't think Articuno is a good Pokemon, because it freaking is. That's what I'm saying. Nexus, that's what I'm saying. Uzi has brought every Pokemon but this damn Articuno. Just trade it. Uzi, literally, just trade your Articuno. Like, I'm actually so serious, bro. Your team is so good the way it is, and you've made such good use of Rotom that just trade your Articuno. It's just taking up a spot for you. Next week? Well, if you're trading a Pokemon, just know tomorrow is the last day to trade 2 weeks, and that's it. That's the last trade of the season. I guess, but either way, I don't know. Like, I actually thought Articuno was so scary in most games, but I like Uzi's I think Uzi's standard stuff, with Treads, Rotom, Deoxys to always pivot right on Val and on Chomp and on Metagross. Persian's solid. Persian's very solid here. Like, actually, Ceruledge gone, Metagross gone, Garchomp gone. Persian's really good. Also, Foul Play just for the glass too. Nah, he's not going to trade Okidogi. Okidogi's good. In terms of what Pulp set would you run here if you brought Pulp?
If I brought Pult, I would probably
Specs,
run.
right?
Specs is really good. I also kind of like Status plus Hex.
Yeah.
Wisp Hex looks really good here too.
Scarf is cool too.
Dragon Darts.
For like booster energy and boosted Garchomp.
Scarf is good too.
Scarf
is
ain't
good
bad.
too. Yeah.
Okidogi is alright. It's not the greatest. Too many weaknesses. Very few Chi-Yu answers to Playmore except Vaporeon. Maybe he doesn't actually like the Chi-Yu as much just because Garchomp's faster, and between AV Cyclizar that can knock and stuff like that. I don't know. The first 4 Pokemon are really good in this matchup, though. I agree. But I also think that Rotom Fan is really good. I think Deoxys is always good. I think Uzi, most games, is always going to bring Deoxys. Like, it's just so good. You don't have a lot to, like... there's not a lot of downside to bringing Deoxys to just tank a hit and pivot.
You know what I like about Deoxys?
What do you like about Deoxys, bro?
Came from outer space.
Thank you.
You know what I like about outer space?
What do you like about outer space?
Unpredictable.
Thank you. It'll kill you, actually. It's not unpredictable. It'll kill you. go down. It will kill you. Well, most of the league coaches make an appearance in the chat. Yeah, it's nice to have support from people, too.
More interactive, yeah.
But I will say, though, it's also 12 o'clock, so I don't blame people for not being here, you know? But overall, I want to give it to... Stop calling in the Fortnite call. Overall, I want to give it closer to Uzi than I think Ben.
I think so too, just because there's just a more visible hole on Ben's side, you know?
I don't think it's going to stay that way. I think Ben has time to trade and stuff too. Even though tomorrow is the final day. I should actually make the announcement. I'll make it in the morning.
Find out more.
Yeah. There'll definitely be some trades, though, going into week 6 from some of these coaches. Just know. Yeah. Tomorrow's the last day for us to do trades because we're technically on week 6 for our weeks, even though week 4 goes up this week. So we're just ahead, which is good. We've never been this ahead, and it actually makes everybody's life easier, which is really nice. But I'm excited about this game. Both coaches, very, very, very excited. Ice Horse is really good. It's just like, it's strong when it comes in, but getting it in, I think, is the problem. How many weeks? 8 weeks total, then playoffs, just like every season. Next 8 weeks in playoffs. Tomorrow's also the Super Bowl. So, who you guys rooting for? Who are you rooting for, Emvee? I know you're really big on football. Very big on football. Just like the biggest football fan I know.
I don't know about that. Well, I know the rules of football.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rooting for Taylor Swift?
No.
No? Okay, so then you're for the
No, I'm for the Chiefs.
Chiefs?
I want the Chiefs to win.
Nice.
But yeah. Either way. No matter who wins, Taylor Swift will win. I just like that it's so freaking funny that Japan's government literally declared that Taylor Swift will make it to the Super Bowl on time.
Yeah, it's going in the private jet.
Actually crazy. Hope they tie. We'll see. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Either
I'm
way,
going to a Super Bowl party tomorrow.
it's my sister's birthday, so I'm gonna go to her and then I'm gonna come back home. And then at night I'll stream the games. You want the Lions to win? I want the Ravens to win. Did you see the betting line that aliens would show up at the Super Bowl? What's going on? What's going on?
Are they going to be disguised as humans?
Oh.
I'd like to meet one.
Who cares, Boston? I like the Chiefs more. At least now, Ravens out. Can't do anything else. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. Excited about these games. Definitely go ahead and check out all the coaches as well. All their links are down below. Yeah, I'm sure they'll bounce back though, Lantern. But guys, have a great night. My game goes up tomorrow versus Gator as well as the rest of the coaches. And we shall see you all tomorrow. Good night.